niggas get. What up, fam? It's Culture. Welcome back to my channel, 81 West Podcast. This is basically your one-stop shop for all your entertainment purposes. As you can see in the title, this is another story time. I got a lot of great responses from my last story time. One thing I learned about y'all is that y'all messy. Y'all like that messy shit. But if you tuned into my last interview with Fats Fizzy, thank you so much. If you tuned into my last story time, Tinder Date from Hell, thank you so much. I got another interview coming up with Half Breed Stacked Cheese covering his latest EP release, Road to the Money. As it's another fire interview, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, I love you and I love your mama for having you. So we're just gonna get right into it. This story time, I think it's funny. I think you guys are gonna think it's funny. It's from when I was a lot younger. This story time is about 7, 8 years old. But it's basically just about, y'all know how niggas do anything to get a girl, to like impress a girl. Niggas do absolutely anything, especially when you're young. So I'm gonna just get right into the story time. Alright, so like I wanna say, yeah, maybe like 2015, 2014-ish. I had just got out of my old relationship, the toxic one I keep hinting towards, and I'm gonna give y'all some story times from that eventually. But that relationship lasted 4 years. I just got out of that relationship. So I was kind of like, just being socially awkward because I didn't know how to meet people and stuff like that. But so I think this is when Instagram this is when Kick had first started popping. I had made a Kick, and I forget how you like met people on Kick, but you did, like, you know what I mean? You would see like random people on Kick, I think. And so I was on Kick, and I had met this girl. We're gonna call her Legs because she was tall. So I had met Legs or whatever. We was texting back and forth. She was cool. Everything was a vibe. So from there, I think I had just made an Instagram. So I was like, yeah, follow me on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. We made Instagram. So we talking back and forth on Instagram. We hit it off. Everything go cool. But then we was probably talking for like a month. Then that's when I ain't have a, mind you, we both was young as hell. I didn't have a car at the time. I ain't nothing. She lived in Delaware and I lived in Jersey. So like I just, just thought it was somebody to talk to, for real. So she was like, yeah, like I want to see you, I want to hang out, like we boyfriend and girlfriend now type shit. So I want to see you, I want to hang out with you. So I'm like, all right, cool, like, you know what I mean? So I paid this crackhead $70 to take me to Delaware. Now, if y'all know, from where I live to Delaware, mind you, this is right over the bridge, Delaware. It is no more than a 13, 14, 15-minute drive. But I was young and dumb, and I thought I was balling because I had my first job at Burger King. So y'all already know, like, I was swimming in the doughs. So that probably was my whole check, for real. So I paid this crackhead $70 to take me there, to take me to Delaware or whatever. That should have been my first red flag that I shouldn't even go, for real. But I went anyway, paid this crackhead. So she takes me over there, mind you. This lady is driving like a bat out of hell. I don't know who gave her license. I needed to talk to the DMV and just ask them some questions because this lady could not drive. Almost died getting there. So I finally get there or whatever. Everything cool. You know how it is when you see somebody for the first time. It's a great feeling, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? So she was like, yeah, so this is like a couple hours into us hanging out. She was like, yeah, my mom gonna be home from work soon, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking like, okay, like you should just gonna close your room door and lock me in here. Like, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? I just like watch some TV or something. She was like, no, my mom be checking my room and stuff. So I'm like, I gotta leave. And cause I wanted to spend the night, real. I'm like, I gotta leave. And she was like, so we sat here thinking, trying to come up with a plan. But she was like, you can sleep in a closet. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, I open the closet. The closet is it's a walk-in closet, but it's not a deep walk-in closet. Like it's a long walk-in closet. So the closet is probably like, you know what I mean, like so like maybe like this wide, but it's real long, and it's just a bunch of shit in the closet. So I'm just looking like you feel me, like where am I going to sleep? Like I'm gonna sleep on top of all this stuff, and she was like, you can sleep in that box. Now mind y'all, I'm only laughing because this shit was so long ago, and I haven't even thought about this since then. But I'm dumb, young, and impressionable. I'm like, all right, you know what? I really like this girl. I really want to spend some more time with her. Like, it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? I'm about to sleep in this fucking box. So I look, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna say it's a box. It's a tote, and it's got like maybe like 2 shirts in the bottom of it. And so I fucking get in the tote to see if I can fit first. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking I'm about to get out the tote and I'm gonna go in there maybe like 2, 3 in the morning. No, it was like 6 at night. It was like 6 o'clock, and she was like, no, you gotta get in there now, cause my mom will come up here. She gonna be talking to me. Then we gotta eat dinner, blah blah blah. Yo, so for like 6 o'clock at night to like 8 in the morning when this lady went to work, I was in a box. When I tell y'all the pain, bitch, I was in pain from the back of my neck to the crack of my ass. I was in so much pain. I was basically in this box for like 13 hours. Mind you, I'm in a box and I'm supposed to be being quiet, so I can't even watch TV or nothing. I think I ended up, I was on YouTube. I was watching an episode on Martin on mute, but I had to hurry up and turn it down whenever I heard like a noise or something. Like, I had to like flip the phone whenever I heard a noise or something, because, you know what I mean, like, it would be a bright light sticking out of a box out of the closet, so I had to, you know what I mean? So this happened for like 12 hours, and I'm uncomfortable, so I can't even fall asleep, for real. I'm just in a box. I think I finally did fall asleep maybe around like, I just kept checking the time. I was like, damn, if this how niggas be in jail, like, jail ain't fun, cause I ain't have shit. Like, I'm just in this fucking box. So I want to say, I don't know, I want to say around like, so I finally sleeping around like 3 o'clock in the morning. Around like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, the lady wakes up. And so she come in the room. I could hear like her footsteps all day, so I knew like what it sounded like. And I think it was just them two that lived in the house at the time. And she was asleep in her bed. So the lady, I don't know what her mom name is. I don't want to keep calling her the lady. We're going to call her Martha. So Martha walks in the room. Legs is in the bed sleep. Martha walks in the room. I don't know why they share a closet, but they were sharing a fucking closet. So she just walks in the room, and she just looking for her work clothes. She, you know what I mean, doing her thing, looking for her work clothes. Mind you, as she looking for her work clothes, I'm right under where she's looking at in a box. So I'm just in a box, just watching, just looking like, yo, like this lady is like right here. And I'm just, bro, I'm scared to breathe. I'm scared to fart, burp, anything. I ain't want to make no noise. So I'm just steady looking up at this lady. She's singing church hymnals and shit, thanking the Lord for waking her up in the morning. The whole time, it's a little ass kid in a box in her closet. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Now that I think about it, like, when I have kids, I'm gonna have to be on my motherfucking P's and Q's, because I used to do some shit when I was little. And I'll beat the dog shit out of my kids. But, so she looking for her clothes. I'm in this box. My adrenaline is going crazy. My anxiety is going crazy. I'm already having an anxiety attack because I'm in a box in a closet. And it's dark. And I'm hungry. She didn't even bring me no food. So now I'm thinking about it. Like, she really did me wrong. She did me real wrong. Not too wrong, because I spent another night in that box. But she did me real wrong. I ain't had no food or nothing. So her mom looking for her work clothes or whatever. I'm in the box. Panicking, holding my breath. I probably held my breath for like 20 minutes while she looking for her work clothes. I'm just sitting here like, why this lady? It's nothing but scrubs up there. Pick one of them joints and get out so I can at least breathe. So she finally get her clothes. She leaves. She go get in the shower. About here. So she come back in the room. She like, Legs, legs, like wake her up, like I'm ready to go leave. I'm ready to leave for work. Well, bye. And then she started telling her, talk about their plans, what she should be doing all day, what time she should be back. So her mom finally leave, hear the car, pull out the driveway. I get out the box. I don't even know if anybody else was there at the time, but I just had to get the fuck out that box. I'm like, "Ooh, your mom left." But the thing is, I couldn't even get out the box fast because I was basically like in a fetal position the whole time in this box. So when I got out like fucking Edward Scissorhands stiff. Like I'm like, I got out of that box like something off a Thriller. Everything was hurting, bro. Everything, like from like my whole shit was fucked up. That's probably why I got all these back problems now at 24, because I was doing dumb shit like sleeping in boxes. But so I get out, I'm like, yo, mind you, she got a big ass bed. Like I think that shit was like a king size bed or something. It was one of them joints. It was a good joint. I don't know if that was a therapeutic joint or what, but I'm like, bitch, a little low key had attitude, like, bitch, you in here sleeping like a queen and shit, and I'm in that box like the peasant. So whatever. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying in bed. She's like, I'm gonna make you some breakfast. Bitch, at this point, I need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I need some food from yesterday, too. Like, I need a whole lot right now. I need to wash my ass. It's a lot going on or whatever. So, I'm laying down. I fall asleep. So, I think I slept in her bed. I slept in that bed till like 10 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. So, everything else went cool. We started having fun. We was having fun or whatever. I think that this day her mom didn't come home at 6. I don't know what happened. I forget what happened, but her mom didn't come home at 6. Her mom didn't end up coming home until like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm finally like, feeling better. I'm moving better and shit. But her mom did come. It was like 9 o'clock. So she was like, so what you doing? You leaving? Or blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't think this far. I don't have a car. Crackhead lady dropped me off. She charged me $70, so that was my whole check. And I had just got paid again. So I'm like, I'm about to spend all the rest of my little bit of monies on this fucking ride. So I was like, no, I'm gonna stay the night. So I'm just go back in the box. So I just went back in the box, spent another night in the box, and that shit was just crazy. It was the same shit, except this time, like, it was more pain because it was like, I feel like my body remembered that pain and just didn't want to do it. I was so restless. Like, I'm tossing and turning in this box. I'm trying my hardest not to make noise, but I just can't because I'm wiggling, moving, all types of shit. We didn't get caught, but like, the next day had came. Her mom went to work. I ended up leaving around like noon again. We didn't get caught, but you know what I mean? It just was crazy. Like, just sit here thinking about the things that you do, like, when you young and impressionable, try to impress women. That shit crazy. I did a lot of other shit to impress women, too. Like, I don't know. Niggas definitely be thirsty. Yo, definitely hit me up and tell me what y'all think about that story, if y'all like that story. And let me know some of the craziest, strangest things you ever done to impress a girl or to be with somebody you liked. And that lady did end up, she definitely charged me another $70 to go home. And I almost ain't make it home. That bitch really couldn't drive. I never seen her again after that, but it's his life. If you got this far in the story time, I love you and I love your mama for having you. If you like this story time, I love you and I love your mama for having you. I got more story times on the way, more interviews on the way. Podcasts are coming back. Niggas tryna act woke, but they yoga